Mark's last scene, and there he was, lying in Clark's arms, and he wouldn't shut up. And he kept saying to me, "Hey, Jonesy, I'll see you later. Hey, Glenn," you know what he says. Jeannie wasn't there, but he was just. Sorry, I'm trying to collect this memory. It's like that's how funny it was. He just couldn't die. And he would go from these sort of tangents of making everyone laugh and talk about how they're all going to hang out later, and I was going to come back and visit, and I was going to go to Whistler for a weekend, which he's never done any of that. And then they'd say action, and he'd be like, "Clark, you're my brother." So it's very funny for me to watch this whole thing transpire on set.
First of all, thank you very much for 10 wonderful years. You guys are awesome. I wanted to know what your favorite episode or moment has been in the last 10 years.
We were just filming up there where we threw the tractor, and Tom said that up there. He said right up there, on the other side of the fence where the golf cart is where I threw the tractor. So he's not lying. He liked throwing the tractor, and he really did throw the tractor.
Anybody else?
My favorite moment was the whole entire episode of Roulette. I thought that was fun because it's for me it was like totally selfish. It was like I was there all the time. It was kind of a different thing for me. It was fun. So.
My favorite episode, kind of in that same vein, would be Checkmate. Getting to be like Alias, getting to wear a black wig and kick some butt. Really fun. Getting to do like a roundhouse over a chain link fence, fall on my butt. It's really fun.
I'd say the 100th episode, but I only say that because the 200th hasn't shot yet.
What's in the 200th episode? Can you say?
We're gonna get a little glimpse of the past, the present, and maybe what is to come.
I just zoned up there.
You know what? They've given me so many cool things to do. I can't think of a specific one thing, but what I love is that from one episode to the next, I'm usually wearing something totally bizarre, dressing up differently. My favorite things are when she gets to do something comedic or not take herself too seriously and be a bit of a dork. So anytime I get to do that, it's good. I get a fight. That's good too. That was my least favorite.
Next.
Hi there. I came down from Vancouver, so I was wondering to the cast, would you like to continue working in Vancouver after the show's over, if you had a chance?
Vancouver's great. Hellcats is actually shooting there right now.
There's a thing called citizenship, which might be a bit of an issue. But yes, it's a beautiful city.
My question is for producer Tom and Justin. Will Allison Mack get a proper send-off as Chloe?
Well, my answer to that would be I hope so, and I believe so.
We're actually not planning to send her off because we love her. She's going to actually, you will see her this season. So.
Allison was great. She's so dedicated to the fans, and she's been wanting to do a lot of theater forever, and she was like, you know what, I'm going to come back, and we really have a great way to wrap up her character in a way that's fitting for Chloe. So I think everybody's going to be really happy.
Chloe's also she's also going to be introducing the comic books in the next couple of months. Action Comics 892. There you go.
That's a Luther series.
This is for everyone. What is your favorite scene?
You're my favorite questionnaire right now.
Anybody have a favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Man. You know, some of my favorite scenes, might say something about my work, some of my favorite scenes are the show I'm not in. So, I don't know what that says about my work, but I enjoy a lot of it, especially lately, a lot of the Clark and Lois relationship. I would just jump in and say, as much as I love everyone, I think the scene with Christopher Reeve and Tom, where he
All right, next. It's hard to top that scene, I have to admit.
Hi. Hi. I came down from Ireland just because it's been a fantastic series, and I was just wondering, for Tom, when you filmed with Christopher Reeves, what was it like meeting the man who you grew up with, being Superman?
I don't think I've even still sort of understood what it was like. I mean, he was such an awesome guy, and he made me feel so comfortable. And from an acting point of view, he was able to do so much with what he had to use in those scenes. I mean, he just, obviously his mobility was impaired, his breathing was impaired, and he was there. And one story that I don't know if anybody knows, but he was only allowed to be there, I think, for 5 or 6 hours. Like his nurses and doctors weren't going to let him work any longer. I think he stayed something like 10 hours. He just wouldn't let them take him away. And he really just... and it was really just sort of somewhat of an out-of-body experience for me just to be there in his presence. He was a great guy.
Question is for Tom. It's my daughter's 18th birthday.
Okay, I guess that's not happening. Next question.
Hi, I just had a question. I've been with the series since I was 10, and so I've really grown with the series. How have you guys grown with me?
Hey, hold on, whose birthday was it?
That's a really good question, but I've had several daughters, and I know the 18th birthday is so important. Please let that gentleman say whatever it is.
It's the person who requested a hug. Yeah.
Is this her? My daughter is in the crowd too. Where's Leah? Leah.
Oh.
This